the A1C is an average blood sugar of 3 months, but someone could have these daily spikes and dips that make that average look perfect. And there's a lot of the story not being told. So going back to what our first suggestion was, is paying attention to how we feel, being in touch with symptoms. Symptoms could be brain fog. It could be waking up not hungry. It could be waking up in the middle of the night. It can be excessive thirst or excessive hunger that just isn't satisfied. Those are symptoms of moving blood sugar, as well as blurry vision, mood swings. I mean, this kind of sounds like everyday life for many. It could be strong cravings. It could be just exhaustion fatigue, especially afternoon slump or right after a meal exhaustion, or even eating a decent sized meal. And then you're all of a sudden like, wow, I'm hungry just 20 minutes later. Signs of moving blood sugars right there. So being in touch with what those symptoms are, but putting a lab or some detail to it can help tell you a bigger ordeal. But I'm a big fan as a type 1 diabetic for my non-diabetic clients to wear a continuous glucose monitor. And I believe the continuous glucose monitor is becoming the pedometer of the day. You know, it's an easy, accessible tool for people to purchase. You can purchase those. One, you can ask your doctor for a script and get it from the pharmacy, hopefully getting coverage. But if you don't have any labs that are off, it'll be hard to get that script. And you can purchase them through companies, including myself. I have a program called CGM with Kelly, and I'm helping people understand their health at a deeper level. And I can go on and what exact pillars I'm looking
Oh,
at when
that
I'm
sounds great.
reviewing data.
Yeah, I will certainly put a link in the description below for people can reach out to you. But I mean, this is fascinating. So do you use this for people who are not diabetic? Uh, a couple of questions here. Use it for a short period of time, or you think
Yeah.
that it's not forever, it's just like educational, basically? I mean, do you think over
Yeah.
time people can start to feel when their blood sugar is going down or up once they start seeing the numbers?
Yeah, people can start to connect the dots, certainly. And two, it could help even guide them more so again, and I keep using the term a deeper level of their health. So I have a group call every week, and I had my group call today for people who are wearing my CGM. I have their dashboards, I can see their data. And I had one client ask, she goes, when I feel really anxious, anxiety can be a sign of low blood sugar. How do I know if it's true anxiety, or how do I know if it's low blood sugar? And when you're wearing this small computer on your body, it's the size of a quarter. It's a really small device that can be worn very easily without interrupting daily life. I've just asked her, it's a 4-week program that I run. And this is a good snapshot of time for you to get a sense of, one, are your meals serving you well? Two, the time you eat of day, is that ideal? Fasting's become really popular, but fasting is really unique to the individual. If someone's pre-menopause, fasting longer isn't at all better. It can drive cortisol up. And two, speaking of cortisol, stress plays a big role in blood sugar management. And I think that's why most Americans have a blood sugar spike on a daily basis. It's not necessarily what they're eating, it's what's eating them.
I,
So,
I love
as a
that.
holistic as a holistic
I
dietitian,
love that. Say that again. That was great.
it's
Like,
not what we're it's not what we're eating, but it's often what's eating us. And
that's
that's
people don't realize and they can pay attention. That stress, I always say stress doesn't stay in the head and it affects every cell in your body. And even in eating the same amount of food, I'm sure, people relate to this, like during COVID, even if you didn't eat anything different, people still gain belly fat because of the
yeah,
cortisol, insulin, and all of that. So I have a
absolutely.
question of the people that you have worked with that, now have this information. What
Yeah,
is some of the most shocking things that they've discovered? That's what
yeah,
that would be very interesting.
yeah. What people are discovering is one, I'm going to touch on what I just mentioned. One, their goal of intermittent fasting. It's a really good tool that all of us need to pulse, but how long we fast from dinner to the next day of eating really depends on what's going on in our life. But I'll have people come in and they'll say, Kelly, I want to intermittent fast 16 hours every day. And I'm like, great, that can be good for some, but let's see if it's good for you. So they'll wear a CGM. And again, the CGM is just a tool for me to see like what's working, what's not. And I'll see they're just delaying their first meal of the day far too long. And they actually need to eat sooner to have better blood sugar control, better appetite regulation, better energy, better mood, and overall better ability to lose weight. A lot of people come to me wanting to lose weight. Maybe that's 5 joy pounds, or maybe it's 15 pounds overall. But fasting can be something that needs dialed in to what our needs are. So fasting is one big thing. Okay, eating timing is just as important as what you eat. Quality and quantity and timing are the top three things. So the quality of our food really matters. Of course, the quality of our diet dictates how good our gut health is. And most of my clients need support of their gut. And that support might be chewing your food 30 times a day. There's a study done on almonds, particularly, and chewing those almonds 32 times was the amount determined to extract the best nutrients from almonds. So we really need to chew our food more. We really need to multitask less and optimize our digestion. If we can extract the nutrients from those whole quality foods, we're not able to support our metabolism to have the nutrients to process in our body. And more so, get to our digestive tract, to get to our colon to support gut bacteria. So I went on a bit of tangent there. But digestion, chewing our food, daily non-negotiables need to be reminded and emphasized even more.
Wow, so that's pretty powerful in getting people to change. I mean, also exercise, getting an upsetting. I'm just imagining, like, you eat a meal and then you take a walk, your blood sugar can go down. You get a stressful phone call from a client, blood sugar then goes up. I mean, I would
Yeah,
think it would be kind of fascinating
yeah, yeah.
because, so what drives most of the people to join your group?
Um, my audience tends to be women that are age 35 to 50, and they're starting to have a shift in their sex hormones. So this is known as second puberty. Maybe that's a new term to some people, but we're entering the second puberty, myself included, and we're having a shift of estrogen and progesterone. And as estrogen goes down, as we age, estrogen will go down as well as testosterone in men and women. We become more insulin resistant. So right away, you might see symptoms. Oh, I'm gaining belly fat. Oh, I'm not gaining much strength in the gym, or I'm just so exhausted or hungry all the time.